Hey everyone, this is J-Dog and I'm here with another video. This guy is a hypocrite, a liar, and a racist. This guy is current governor of the state of Florida, Ron DeSantis, or should I say Ron DeSantis. I know Terrain Rage, shout out to him, he calls him Ron DeSatan, because that's exactly what he is. He's a Satanist. So, Ron DeSantis is going around attacking critical race theory, and with his code word for he's trying to destroy black history. He hates black history and he hates schools talking about systemic racism. He's trying to erase black history, but earlier this week, he decided to sign a bill that requires school to teach AAPI history, which is Asian American Pacific Islander history. Meaning the Asian community, the Pacific Islander community, the Samoans, the Hawaiians, the Polynesians. Then, of course, Asian history, China, Japan, South Korea. The Asian community, which also includes the Indian and Middle East community, because they're considered as Asian. See, he's okay with other groups having their history taught, except for black people. It's really black people whose history he's trying to erase in the state of Florida, because his hatred is really towards black people. He probably hates other groups of people too, but he's really focused on destroying black people first. He hates black people the most. And we also know why white supremacists are allowing AAPI. First of all, this is not me saying that AAPI history should not be taught in schools. Every community, Asian, black people, white people, Hispanics, everyone should have their history about their community, their culture be taught in schools, at homes, in museums, in libraries, anywhere. Every community has the right to have their history taught. So, I'm actually not against the law. I'm not against Asians being allowed to have their history taught. They should have their history taught. They should be allowed, because, especially to their community, because they should learn about their community, as long as they are not attacking my community. And that's the thing. My community should also have the right to have the history, the black community, as long as the black community has their history taught as well. But we've noticed that Ron DeSantis is he's demonized black history. He's attacked black history. That shows you he has a hatred towards black history. That means he has a hatred towards black people. And another reason why white supremacists are okay with teaching AAPI history is because the white supremacists are trying to make allies from the Asian community. There's Asian people that hate black people. Remember when Joe Biden created that Asian hate crime bill? But he didn't do it because white supremacists were attacking Asian. They said that it was black people that's doing it, even though that was a lie. And we know that some of those were fixed. I bet you those were hired or mentally challenged black people that were hired to, fake the funk and stage attacks and make it look like it's black people. And that was the reason why the bill was signed. It wasn't signed because of white people. It was signed and it was used, and it was at the expense of black people. They had to demonize black people in order for Asian community to get a hate crime bill. But notice that black people don't get a hate crime bill, and black people are the most attacked by by racism. black people, anti-black racism is the highest racism that's in the country than any other groups, but other groups get their own bills. Why do I bring this up? They're trying to make a buffer class where they're trying to get the Asian community to side with white supremacy, and unfortunately it's working because there's a lot of anti-black racists in the Asian community. This is not all the Asian community, but you get them Asians who are hateful towards black people. They are part of the buffer class that the white supremacist government is trying to use to undermine and destroy the black community. See, it's bad enough black people have to deal with just white supremacy, but now we have to deal with anti-black racism from the Asian community, anti-black racism from other communities. And they're using the media, they're using politics, policies to do everything to not only make black people a permanent underclass, take our finances, but basically their real goal is our extinction. They want to erase our history, and this man, rondesantis, the satanic racist that represents Florida, who is the governor and now is trying to become the president. This Satanist right here, Ron DeSantis, is doing everything to destroy black history, but everyone else gets to have their history. It's just he really hates black people. And like I said, white supremacy is using its flunkies the front. You don't have to be white, just white, to be white supremacist. There's black white supremacists. For those you don't know, there's black white supremacists. There's black anti-black racists. So yeah, we know the real reason why they're allowing Asians to have their history taught is because they don't think Asia is a threat or right now is fighting hard against white supremacy. But here's the thing: the Asian community is one of the non-white communities with the most wealth. Many people don't know that. They also have the most power structure, that if they want to, they're right now the only group that can actually have the resources to even overthrow white supremacy. Did y'all know that? And I bet you, if y'all Asian that happen to come across this video, y'all probably don't know that. Now, black people are the only ones, however, is fighting white supremacy. But the Asian community right now, financially, is the only group that can overthrow white supremacy if it want to with the finance and resources. Look what's going on with the tensions between U.S. and China. China is starting to grow its military now. And that could be a problem for the United States, even though right now it is said that the United States has the strongest military right now, due to heavy funding, which advances technology and stuff. I'm just bringing this up. So white supremacy decides to make the Asians an ally instead, so that they will have an ally to help fight against black people. Because that's white supremacy knows how to use these kind of antics, unfortunately. And now we have to fight against the anti-black racism from white community, but we also have to fight against anti-black racism from other communities. And that is why Asians are getting benefits from the white supremacists, because the white supremacy right now cannot have too many enemies. They can only focus on one enemy, and that is they're only focusing on one enemy right now, and that happens to be the black community. I'm talking about what the white supremacists is doing. With the numbers dwindling in the white community and the power of white supremacy dwindling globally, they can't have too many enemies to fight, so they'll get a few people to ally with them to help deal with just one enemy. And right now that one enemy happens to be black people. And yes, that's why your Ron DeSantis is allowing AAPI history. He also believes that AAPI history does not have much to do with fighting against white supremacy. Black history, however, does have to include fighting against white supremacy, which is good. I like that our history involved our heroes fighting against white supremacy, such as the heroes in the civil rights movement, the heroes who tried to gain freedom from slavery during the slave rebels and the Civil War and stuff like that. And that's why white people hate black history more than any other group's history. Because other groups' histories, while yes, they may have contributed to America, white people don't see the history of AAIP or Asian American and Pacific Islander history as a threat to white supremacy. There's no historical moments that looks like, well, there's not as many at least, where it involves the community fighting against white supremacy. But like I said, black history has a lot of historical moments that includes fighting against white supremacy, even beating white supremacy, and that's what white racists who are anti-black hate. And that is why Ron DeSantis is okay with other people allowing their history being taught. He just doesn't want black people having that same right. He doesn't want black history being taught. And that's why he is an anti-black racist, and that's why he should not become the president of the United States. He does not deserve to become, he doesn't even deserve to still be the governor of Florida. Look what's happening in Florida. Look at the policies, and a lot of it is going to hurt the black community in Florida. It may not be flooding immigrants in there, but he has other policies that's hurting the black people over there in the state of Florida. But that's all I have to say about this racist anti-black this anti-black racist and Ron DeSantis and his hypocrisy. And then you have some of the Asians who are racist towards black people. That's another thing. They're celebrating this, and that's why I believe he's also trying to get the Asian vote. He's trying to get the Asian vote. I cannot believe I did not mention that. He knows there are some Asians that support him and are anti-black, and he's trying to get their vote. He's trying to get the vote of the Asian community. He knows he needs the votes from other people other than just white people. He knows he needs the votes of other people. He probably doesn't want the black vote because he believes he can win without the black vote. Because notice a lot of Republicans are able to win elections without the black vote. It's really right now only Democrats that have to depend on a large number of black voters to win elections. He knows he does not need the black vote, but he wants the votes of other people because he wants to help with the creation of the buffer class to go against black people. He's used it in the state of Florida to become governor. Now he's trying to use that same thing to become president of the United States. But that's all I have to say about that. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Write down in the comment section what you think. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.